Win before the battle begins, a timeless strategy for success. Most people think success begins when the opportunity arrives. They're wrong. Success begins long before the opportunity appears. It begins in preparation. It begins in discipline. It begins in the quiet moments when nobody is watching. Look at the people who consistently succeed. They rarely rely on luck. They rarely wait for perfect conditions. They prepare before the challenge begins. They study before the exam. They train before the competition. They practice before the performance. That is why they appear unstoppable. You have a choice: prepare today or panic tomorrow. That's the key. Life is not a series of random battles. It is a series of decisions. Every decision either strengthens your future or weakens it. Every habit either builds your discipline or destroys it. Every excuse pushes success one step further away. Stop asking, "When will my opportunity come?" Start asking, "Will I be ready when it comes?" Because opportunity does not wait for the unprepared. Preparation is silent. Results are loud. Remember that. Most people spend more time worrying than preparing. They imagine failure before taking action. They create problems that don't even exist. Fear becomes their prison. Don't let that happen. Fear is natural. Staying controlled by fear is a choice. Every successful person has experienced doubt. The difference is they acted anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite fear. That's the discipline. Every morning you wake up, you have two choices: move closer to your goals or move closer to your excuses. Nobody else makes that decision. Only you. Discipline isn't built during easy days. It is built when you don't feel like working, when motivation disappears. When comfort whispers, "Skip today," ignore comfort. Comfort creates average lives. Growth demands discomfort. Think about a blacksmith forging a sword. The steel becomes stronger only after intense heat and repeated strikes. Your character is built the same way. Pressure is not your enemy. Pressure reveals your strength. The people who avoid challenges remain exactly where they are. The people who face challenges become stronger. That's the key. Now ask yourself, where does your attention go every day? Does it go toward learning, improving, building, or does it disappear into distractions? Time is your most valuable resource. Money can be earned again. Time cannot. Protect it. Guard it. Invest it wisely. Every hour spent improving yourself compounds. Every wasted hour disappears forever. You don't need more time. You need better priorities. Stop chasing everything. Master one thing at a time. A focused mind defeats a distracted one every single time. Look at nature. The river doesn't break the rock because it is stronger. It breaks the rock because it flows consistently. Consistency beats intensity. Doing something useful every day is more powerful than doing something extraordinary once a month. Read every day. Exercise every day. Think every day. Improve every day. Small actions become extraordinary results. Most people quit too early. They plant the seed, then dig it up to see whether it has grown. Success doesn't work that way. Growth is invisible before it becomes obvious. Trust the process. Another mistake people make is comparing themselves to everyone else. Comparison steals focus. Comparison steals confidence. The only person you should compete with is the person you were yesterday. Become slightly better today, then repeat tomorrow. That is how champions are built. Not overnight, over years. Patience is not weakness. Patience is strategic strength. When others rush, think. When others panic, stay calm. When others quit, continue. Calm minds make better decisions. Never underestimate emotional control. A single emotional decision can destroy years of progress. Pause before reacting. Think before speaking. Plan before acting. You have a choice: respond with emotion or respond with wisdom. Wisdom always lasts longer. Your habits define your future more than your dreams. Everyone has dreams. Few people have disciplined habits. Dreams inspire. Habits transform. Wake up on time. Keep your promises. Finish difficult tasks. Protect your health. Guard your attention. Repeat, repeat, repeat. That's where greatness lives. Remember this phrase: Winning begins before the battle, not during it. The student who studies before the exam has already won. The athlete who trains before the competition has already gained an advantage. The entrepreneur who researches before launching has already reduced unnecessary risk. Preparation creates confidence. Confidence creates better decisions. Better decisions create better results. Now think about your environment. Who surrounds you? Do they encourage growth or celebrate excuses? Your environment quietly shapes your future. Spend time with disciplined people. Read books that challenge you. Listen to ideas that make you think. Remove habits that weaken your focus. Protect your standards. You don't need everyone's approval. You need your own respect. That comes from keeping promises to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and actually do it, confidence grows. Every broken promise weakens trust in yourself. Build self-respect through action, not words. Success is never owned. It is rented, and the rent is due every single day. Yesterday's victory does not guarantee today's success. Stay humble, stay curious, stay disciplined. Never believe you've learned everything. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. The moment you stop growing, someone else passes you. Stay a student forever. Finally, remember this. Life rewards preparation, it rewards patience. It rewards discipline, not instantly, but inevitably. Every action matters, every decision matters, every habit matters. So begin today, not tomorrow, not next week. Not when conditions become perfect. Today, because the strongest victories are earned long before anyone sees them. And when your moment finally arrives, people will call you lucky. You'll know the truth. You simply prepared when everyone else was waiting. Success is not a destination. It is a standard. The moment you think you've arrived is the moment you begin to fall behind. Stay hungry, stay curious, stay disciplined. The strongest people never stop improving because they understand one simple truth. There is always another level. You have a choice. Become satisfied. Or become better. That's the key. Think about a mountain climber. Reaching one peak doesn't mean the journey is over. It simply reveals another mountain in the distance. Life works the same way. Every achievement opens the door to a greater challenge. Don't fear that. Welcome it. Challenges are proof that you're moving forward. No challenge means no growth. Growth always demands responsibility. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop blaming luck. Stop blaming other people. Ask yourself one question every day. What can I control? Focus there. Ignore everything else. Your attention is your greatest weapon. Don't waste it on things beyond your control. Direct it toward action. That's where progress lives. Another truth most people ignore is this. Energy is more important than time. You can have 8 free hours, but if your mind is exhausted, those hours disappear. Protect your sleep. Protect your health. Move your body. Eat food that fuels your mind. Take care of yourself because your body carries every dream you have. Without energy, discipline becomes harder. Without health, opportunity becomes heavier. You don't have to be perfect. You have to be consistent. That's the difference. The world rewards consistency, not occasional brilliance. Show up again. And again and again, people often ask why successful individuals seem confident. The answer is simple. Confidence isn't magic. Confidence is evidence. Evidence that you've practiced. Evidence that you've prepared. Evidence that you've survived difficult moments before. Every difficult day you overcome becomes proof that you can overcome the next one. That's how confidence grows. Not through positive thinking alone, through repeated action. Remember this. Action defeats anxiety. The longer you wait, the larger fear becomes. The moment you begin, fear starts shrinking. Take the first step, not the perfect step. The first step. Momentum is created through movement. Waiting creates nothing. Movement creates possibilities. Never confuse planning with procrastination. Planning prepares you, procrastination delays you. Know the difference. A wise person plans carefully. An undisciplined person plans forever. Eventually, you must act. You have a choice. Think forever or begin today. Choose action. Mistakes are teachers. Failure is feedback. Neither defines your future unless you refuse to learn. Some people fail once and stop forever. Others fail 100 times and eventually succeed. The difference isn't talent, it's persistence. Persistence defeats resistance. Keep going. When nobody believes in you, keep going. When progress feels slow, keep going. When results haven't appeared yet, every step counts. Every repetition matters. Every disciplined decision strengthens your character. And character is something no one can take away from you. The world may change. Markets may change. Technology may change. But discipline remains valuable in every generation. Develop it. Protect it. Live by it. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. Two versions exist. One version continued making excuses. The other made small improvements every single day. Which person do you want to become? That future is being built right now, with today's choices, not tomorrow's intentions, today's actions. So stop waiting for motivation. Build routines. Stop chasing shortcuts. Master fundamentals. Stop fearing hard work. Embrace meaningful work. Because in the end, the people who quietly prepare, patiently learn, and consistently act are the ones who achieve extraordinary things. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need permission. You don't need luck. You need clarity. You need discipline. You need courage. And above all, you need to begin right now. Because the greatest victory is not defeating another person. The greatest victory is becoming stronger, wiser, and more disciplined than the person you were yesterday. That is a victory no one can take from you, and that victory is available to you. Every single day, there will be days when nothing seems to work. You wake up early, you do the work. You stay disciplined, and still the results don't come. Those are the days that define you. Anyone can stay committed when life is rewarding them. Very few people stay committed when the reward is invisible. That's where character is built. You have a choice. Quit because the outcome is delayed. Or continue because the mission is bigger than your emotions. Choose the mission. That's the key. Remember this. A tree does not become strong because of sunny days alone. It becomes strong because it survives storms. The wind doesn't exist to destroy the tree. The wind reveals whether its roots are deep enough. Your challenges do the same. Every setback asks one question. Will you continue? If your answer is yes, you become stronger. If your answer is no, the obstacle wins. Never give your obstacles that victory. There is another lesson successful people understand. They never become prisoners of their past. Maybe you failed. Maybe someone betrayed your trust. Maybe you lost money. Maybe you missed an opportunity. That happened. But it doesn't have to control tomorrow. The past is information, not your identity. Learn from it, respect it, then move forward. Carrying regret every day is like trying to run while holding heavy chains. Drop the chains, take the lesson, keep moving, that's the key. Now think about decision-making. Indecision quietly destroys more dreams than failure ever will. Some people spend years waiting for certainty. They wait for the perfect business idea, the perfect job, the perfect partner, the perfect moment. But perfection never arrives. Progress belongs to those who make thoughtful decisions, learn quickly, and adjust when necessary. Waiting forever is also a decision. Usually the wrong one. You have a choice: stand still or move with purpose. Purpose always creates momentum. The world changes constantly. Technology changes, markets change, people change. If you refuse to adapt, you fall behind. Adaptation is not weakness, it is wisdom. The strongest river changes its path when necessary, but it never forgets its destination. Become like that river. Flexible in your methods, unshakable in your purpose. Never confuse stubbornness with strength. Real strength knows when to change tactics while protecting the mission. That's the difference. Gratitude is another hidden advantage. Not because it makes life easier, because it keeps your mind clear. When you constantly focus on what you lack, you weaken your confidence. When you recognize what you already have, you gain perspective. Gratitude doesn't remove ambition, it strengthens it. You appreciate today's progress while continuing to build tomorrow's success. That balance creates peace. Peace creates focus. Focus creates results. Remember that chain. Every great achievement begins with a clear mind. Finally, understand this. Your greatest competition has never been another person. It has always been your own fear, your own doubt, your own excuses. Defeat those, and very little in the outside world can stop you. Wake up with intention, work with discipline, speak with purpose, learn with humility, lead with integrity, finish what you begin, repeat tomorrow, repeat next week, repeat next year. Because extraordinary lives are not built through extraordinary moments. They are built through ordinary actions repeated with extraordinary consistency. One decision, one habit, one disciplined day at a time. So when the next challenge appears, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask instead, "What is this teaching me?" That single question transforms obstacles into opportunities. And when your journey is over, people won't remember how many times you complained. They'll remember how many times you stood back up. Stand up again. Keep moving. Your next victory may be only one disciplined decision away.